Yo, welcome back to some more battles. We are in a new cup. We are going to try out the Hisui cup and let's see where we're going to be running. We got the Gastrodon paired with the Drapion and the Shadow Abomasnow in the back. We are going to use this Drapion's Crunch versus the Driplum, and they decided to just let it go. So huge damage goes through. We know we survived this icy wind, and it looks like our opponent is going to switch out into their Gastro. So they had an answer to the Drapion, but they decided not to use it. And now we have an opportunity to potentially get a lot of energy here. We are going to fire off this Body Slam before they fire off their own Body Slam. They actually go for a Body Slam. So we are going to shield here, and then we're going to switch out and try to farm down. They don't allow us to get the farm down, so they're going to swap out again. We have a little bit of energy advantage. However, this Drapion here has the potential for a crunch, but they actually go for the Aqua Tail bait. So a great move by them. This Weather Ball here is not going to deal enough to get them low. And now we just got to hope that we can farm it down. Okay, no farm down. We actually throw Body Slam into their Driplum, so that's actually not horrible. If we can farm down, no. Unfortunately, regular Drapion able to survive that. If they were Shadow, we would have had a chance. But unfortunately, the Drapion did survive. So we are going to swap out the Abomasnow here because it seems like it's just not quite enough to break down some of these common themes that we're seeing, especially like a Dusknoir. But here we go, we got to switch into the Drapion and they swap into their own Drapion. So that's always a good sign whenever your opponent swaps in into the same thing you go into, because you should theoretically have the energy advantage. And then here we're just going to cap tie, and it looks like we do get the cap tie. So now they're down basically 2 fast moves. We are going to shield here, and then we're going to see what they do. They decide to switch out. Unfortunately, they are looking for the farm down. We're not going to be able to reach that crunch, so we just go for this Aqua Tail, and they actually cap tie us again. So this Shadow Punch is really not going to do that much. We're going to go into the the Gastrodon here, and we're just going to tank this move. Dynamic Punch is used, and we get the farm down. We know that their Drapion is relatively low, and okay, our opponent does elect to go into their Drapion after the swap out, and now we're going to be able to take out this Drapion, and now we have 1 shield versus this Abomasnow. So Abomasnow here doesn't have any one-hit KO moves, so we're just going to shield early and then fire off our own Dynamic Punch. This Dynamic Punch is super effective, and they realize that they're not going to be able to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with a little bit of cap tie, and luckily their Dusknoir threw some energy into our Drapion. Okay, Lucario lead pretty decent for us, and they swap into something that we're actually going to be pretty good against as well. We tank that crunch, and we're looking to get the farm down. We know this is Aqua Tail, but we don't want to be so low that the Lucario can just farm us down, so we invest the shield, and let's see what they do. Whatever they bring in, they're going to be switch locked for a little bit. What is that? A B barrel? Okay, interesting B barrel. Our opponent had to take the Earth Power, and now they're shielding Body Slams. We're going to switch out into our Drapion, and we get them to switch back out into their Lucario. Lucario tanks the Aqua Tail, which does nearly 50%, so they either have to shield here or let this go. Our opponent does elect to shield it up and look for, I guess, okay, I was going to say maybe it was a Thunder Punch, but they go for the Power Up Punch to boost up their attack. Now we have the Dusknoir into the Lucario, and we can safely shield that. Here comes a serve. We definitely survive it, and we're just going to take this Beaver out with our own Dynamic Punch. Wasn't sure if Shadow Punch was going to be enough because it's a double resistant move, so we just go for the safe play, and we should be in a good spot considering that Lucario was relatively energy dry. So GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. We got the mirror situation. This is always kind of iffy. As you may know, kind of depends on cap ties and what your team is built around. They try to catch the move, but we are going to be aware of that. We go into the Drapion here. This Drapion is going to be able to get to this crunch. They do shield, and let's see if we want to invest a shield here. We decided to shield because we know we can get to this next crunch. Now the question is, do they double shield is the question, because this Driplim is actually pretty decent against our Gastrodon, because we are not running water pulse. So we decided to just let it go and take the shield advantage and head into the Dusknoir, because we are going to be able to reach this move before they get to another move. So we take out the Driplim, and what do we see? Gastro, and we switch into the Gastro, and they go into their Spiritomb. So Spiritomb tanks the move, swats back out. We are just going to let this go because they're going to have 2 moves anyways. So yeah, 2 body slams is going to get used. They're going to take us out here, and then we're going to see if we can win this game with our Dusknoir. We know this is body slam again, but we have to shield it. And at this point, we're trying to get to 2 moves. We get to 1 Shadow Punch here. And I'm not sure how healthy the Spiritomb is, but we get to another Shadow Punch. Oh, wow. Spiritomb. Our opponent's Spiritomb actually built for bulk, and they are able to survive with a sliver of health. So GG's to our opponent. Tough game right there. Double ghost in the back. Good lead here. Our opponent swats into their Wormadam. Wormadam is not necessarily a great answer to the Gastro. As you can see right here, we pressure 1 shield, and then we're going to switch into our Drapion. This Drapion here is going to tank the first move. We are resisting their fast moves, so that's a positive. However, we're really not dealing any fast move pressure either. So we have an opportunity here to just either let this go or 1 shield and then farm up energy. As you can see, we can just get to this Aqua Tail, and we are, close enough to where we get to another move. So at least we're going to be able to chip away at this Drapion. But our opponent here is looking for a lot of farm, and we are able to get to 2 Aqua Tails. And just like that, we have gotten this opponent's Drapion really low. We try to snipe him with this Gastro, but unfortunately unable to. And they have a Driplim in the back, and that is horrible, because this Gastro has no play against this Driplim. And now we're just left with Dusknoir. This Dusknoir here is looking to double up. We have to shield here no matter what. We really can't tank the Icy Wind and all the fast moves that they're going to be producing. And our only win condition here is to catch a move, and we do catch the Icy Wind. So we are doubled up on Shadow Punches. They're going to shield here, and then we're going to be able to get to another move. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the catch, and Dusknoir coming in clutch. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoy the video.